Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's enjoying their work week this week. I am too as well. It was good to know that hockey season is back, as everybody's well known. We have the preseasons that are beginning. The season begins in 2 weeks, so we're all looking forward to that. Hi again, my name is Marquel Anderson. This is my sport podcast, Sports Talk, where I'm going to give you guys my opinion on the news of the world of sports. Like I said, my news is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like how I feel about every situation that goes on in sports. Going from the Blue Jays, going from Toronto FC, going from the rest of the NBA, going through the NCAA, the NFL, you name it, anything, even UFC, even boxing that's coming up. So a lot of cool things I'm going to be really discussing today on my podcast. Today's topics that I want to get into was, the Jays winning last night, obviously, and obviously I want to talk about John Tavares' his debut in a Leaf uniform in preseason, and also I also want to get into the Vontae Davis story that I wish I could have talked about yesterday, but I want to get my thoughts on that too, and we're gonna hype up today on the Campeones Cup for the TFC versus Tigres, and I'm gonna touch more about the Floyd Mayweather and Pacquaio fight that I have my opinion on, so I want you guys to tune in for that as well. Great win for the Blue Jays last night. I know everybody's going to say, oh, it's Baltimore, they kind of suck, and, that's the reason why they're in that predicament. But you know what? They're still an MLB team, and you know what? Give Aaron Sanchez, I won't give him too much credit. He did struggle a little bit, but I thought the bullpen held their own, and you know what? Being as the Orioles have been all season long, I mean, they're setting a record for 108 losses. So as you can see, that's really, if you're a bad team, that's where you kind of deserve to be. And it's good for the Blue Jays coming to Baltimore, knowing that they have a chance of tonight to sweep them. But I thought from top to bottom, McKinney got it started. I thought everybody got on base, and had Teoscar pinch hitting that grounder that forced 2 runs in to tie the game up, and then Gurriel. What can you say about Lourdes Gurriel? I think he has a great future with the Blue Jays. He's a good hitter. His defense is gotten a lot better. I'm looking forward to what he can do in training camp for next season. He's been unreal to watch, and I think just the whole team. And so something really hit the nail on the head last night when I was watching the broadcast. That Baltimore analysts think that our rebuild is going to be a little bit quicker than anybody has thought. And you know what? I truly believe that we may be on a rebuild, but I think we're going to get a lot better as everybody thinks. Yes, the season has been terrible, has been not the way we want it to be, but I think there's still hope that we can get back to being the team that we were since 2015 and 2016. But overall, it was a great win for the team. What can you say about Ryan Borucki? If I had to choose our starters for next year, Borucki would probably be my number one. And the reason why I want to put him number one, he just has some electric stuff. He's not going to wow you with this big old fastball, but he's got a great slider, great changeup, and it complements with that fastball. He just knows how to get people out. He reminds me all about Mark Burley. He works quickly. He knows when he has a solid, smooth delivery, and that's what you want in a guy. Say what you want about Thomas Pannone and Sean Reed-Foley. I think these guys are the real deal. I think they, but I see Pannone in a bullpen situation. But Sean Reed-Foley, if he can get that fastball a little bit higher, up to like the 95s and 96, he'll be in great tip-top shape. But overall, last night was great for the Blue Jays, and I was excited to see these guys have a little fun. I would like them to just go and enjoy these last couple weeks. Let's just go into the off season on a high note. But I can't say much about Baltimore. Again, they're just like us. They're rebuilding. They're not the same team, and I think just seeing what the future has in store for this team, I'm excited for what's going to happen in the off season. I hope we do get better, and I hope no one's going to say that we're gonna regress. I think this is good to see what these guys are doing, and it's always fun to still be a Blue Jay fan. Win or lose, they're still my team, and I really enjoy the compete that these guys have, and the care they have for one another as teammates. So, listen, it was a great game last night, and I really enjoyed it as much. Didn't want much of the hockey game. I'm still a Leaf fan. Don't get me wrong. I love the Leafs. I always want to see. I'm always intrigued to see what's happening during the preseason and into the before the start of the season. Good crowd. You know what? Give Lucan, Ontario credit. Great crowd. You know, I wouldn't say they're a small town, but for the way the people were in that arena, you got to give them credit. Kraft did a great job of giving them a chance to hold an NHL preseason. I thought the crowd was phenomenal last night, and give shout out to the Maple Leafs in the sense for giving the fans something to cheer about. And it was good to see John Tavares in a Leaf uniform. I know everybody was really intrigued. I mean, my Twitter feed was blowing up on social media, looking up everybody excited for his first game. And you know what? I want everybody. Listen. I love John. I like what Tavares has done as not only as a player, but he could be a real superstar in this league. So I want everybody to pump the brakes a little bit. Okay, I know we understand. He wants to live. We're going to be a championship team, but right now, let's just worry about trying to get through the preseason first, and then we'll worry about the real season after. It's still young. There's a lot of hockey to play, guys. It's 82 games. We haven't won anything yet. So obviously it's exciting. Obviously it was good to see Tavares, playing in a blue and white uniform, playing for his home team. And it was good for him to get his first goal out of the way in the preseason. I thought everybody played a real good part last night. It was a fun game. I thought the Leafs. I thought the offense was really well. Again, like I said before, I'm still critical of that defense, and I'm hoping the defense tightens up this year. And I hope the goaltending holds this end of the bargain too, because I'm really cautious of how this team's going to play out during the season. And I think they're going to be a lot better than people think. And I think, like I said, going for my prediction, I see them winning a first round. We'll see what happens in the second round. But right now, the season's still young, and it's obviously it was fun to see. Again, good crowd last night. It was a fun game to watch, and there's more preseason to go. But yeah, I hope Leaf fans got a chance to see John Tavares and the Maple Leafs, and we're looking forward to their first game on October 3rd. Vontae Davis. I mean, I know I know some people think it's old news and everything like that, but honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what it's like to be a professional football player. I don't know what these guys go through on a daily basis, so I can't really be in the mind. But you have to understand. Yes, you are a human being. You make a decision for yourself. But what I did not like, and this is my opinion, I don't like when somebody goes into a locker room when you're getting beat on Sunday Sunday afternoon to the LA Chargers, and you decide all of a sudden I don't want to play anymore. That never really happens. So I don't blame the Bills running defense, the linebackers. I don't blame them for being upset the way they were. Nobody wants to quit during a game. Trust me. I mean, I would have been okay if you said, you know what, before the game started, if you want to retire by then, I'll be okay with that. After the game, I'll be okay with that. Fourth quarter, I'll be okay with that. But in the middle of halftime, that sounds kind of suspicious to me, and I can see I can see frustration in that locker room. And you know what, Sean McDermott, came out and said, it's not a distraction. Oh, it will be a distraction. It's something that, everybody knows. There are people that are Buffalo Bills fans. I'm not really a Buffalo Bill fan, and I'm sorry that for what they're going through right now, it is what it is. They don't draft well. Everybody knows the history of the Buffalo Bills. They're not a team that drafts quarterbacks properly. They've never had that. They've never had a great quarterback since Jim Kelly, and that's just fact. Their quarterback situation goes way deeper than that. They have the talent and everything, but just that quarterback they just don't have, and That's the reason why they're struggling. The defense gets torched. LaShawn McCoy is going through an off the field issue. There's a lot going on in Buffalo that people don't know about it. And I feel sorry for the Bills fans for paying their season tickets to go see a Buffalo Bills game. But I think the fans don't deserve to see that. And I think Vontae Davis was wrong in this picture. I get it. You felt you weren't part of the team on Sunday, and you felt like you were a healthy scratch that one game, and then you kind of felt like why are you busting your ass for this? But still, the fans deserve a lot better, and I hope they try. I hope they can make something best out of the season. But I mean, again, that's my opinion. Vontae Davis was wrong in that thing. You should not have done that. You should not, upset the fans the way you did, and making the team feel like, they took a chance on you because they felt you were a veteran Pro Bowler, safe cornerback that you can help this team. And now, going into the season now, we know why Buffalo is where they're at right now. So, and then again, that's my opinion on the Vontae Davis situation. So I hope everything gets worked out. No, the other thing I always want to get to in this, and I know we don't talk about soccer enough, but tonight is the Campeones Cup. I know everybody's never heard of it. I've never heard of it either, but I think what we were told it is the trophy for who are the best team in North America. I know not every Toronto FC fan kind of cares about the championship. Honestly, I kind of feel like they should be worrying about trying to get into the postseason. Then think about a trophy that doesn't really mean a whole lot to them. I'm sure it means a lot for the players, but for me as a fan, the way the season had went down for this Toronto FC team, I kind of feel in a way that they deserve a lot better, and I think the fans deserve a lot better. We can't keep blaming the defense. I just think the team didn't show up. The team hasn't had a mentality that they're ready to go and they want to go out and play their game. And it's unusual to see Toronto FC give up goals the way they've gone in the last 7 games of the season. And now they got 6 more games left to go. You have to run the table, and for them to get back to that postseason, they got to play as a team, and they got to stop blaming one or the other. They got to come out ready, and they got to believe they can make the playoffs. And right now, this season, they have not gotten to that right now. I mean, it'd be great to see them lift the trophy at home. That'd be great. But at the same time, too, as a fan, I kind of figure it's not as important as not making the MLS playoffs. I just feel that because you beat Galaxy a lot. You beat Galaxy on Saturday, and now you're winning a championship. It kind of doesn't mean a whole lot for me personally, but I hope everybody tunes in for that. I'm gonna watch that game as well, and I hope TFC does win a championship. But their primary focus is going on in Saturday, going into New York, and you have to get 3 points. Anything but 3 points in New York is a failure. That's the way I look at it, and I hope Toronto FC fans please go out there, support the team, and I hope they do come. They hope they go into New York on Saturday with a mindset that they can win. Let's see what happens, and yeah, looking forward to that game as well. Other boxing news that I want to talk about a little bit. I mean, great fight by Canelo and Triple G. I mean, I don't like analysts' opinion. Honestly, I thought Triple G did land most of the punches. I know there was a lot of talk on ESPN and other networks discussing about the judges were kind of they were all pro Canelo. I don't believe that for a second. If anybody's pro Mayweather, it's Vegas. Like, we're talking about anytime, a fight's in Vegas, it's always Floyd's territory. That's what I kind of feel like that too. I don't feel like it was there too. I thought both guys went at each other. It was a great fight. I thought, Triple G landed some great punches. I thought Canelo got some great punches in as well too. It was a great fight, great atmosphere. It was what you wanted to see in a boxing match, and some people forget that yes, boxing is about you want to get the knockout as well too, but not every time when you see a main event level fight, when you see 2 guys go the distance, that's what boxing is all about. It makes you a fan, and it entertains you as much, and it was it was great for both teams. Good for Canelo coming out with that victory, finally putting an end to this rivalry. And then during that weekend as a whole, now we're gonna see Pacquiao and Mayweather the second. No, yeah, the second. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that because both of them are 40 years old. I'm not gonna be sucked in again to kind of feel like, oh, this is Pacquiao's time to actually beat Floyd Mayweather. You know what? Floyd may be Money Mayweather. He's not a to me. I don't believe his fights are very important. I don't believe so because you wanna know why? He ducks and runs and ducks and runs. Me and my brother, we go back and forth on that. He likes Floyd. I don't like Floyd. I respect him as a boxer. I don't like him as a person. I never did. But to have these two guys want to fight again, it doesn't make my interest level as high like it was the first time. If it was 10 years ago, I would have actually cared, and I would have think, a younger Pacquiao and a younger Floyd, these two would have gone at each other. But I don't think, I just don't feel like this fight will bring any more interest than it did before. And you know what? I don't know what Floyd's deal is. I don't know if he's broke or he doesn't have enough money or this and that. I don't know. We don't know what's happening there. But what I do know is that the fight will happen this year. The contract hasn't been signed yet, so we'll see what happens. But again, first and foremost, I just think that Floyd. I just think that the Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight, it's not gonna be as interesting as it is, and that's my opinion on why I wouldn't spend money to go watch it. I hope it will be a better fight than it was before, but I'm not holding my breath on it. So that's all I have to say about this fight. Yeah. So training camp is this training camp for the NBA is next week. The Raptors came in all the Raptors came in this week except Kyle Lowry and Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. We're gonna hear from media day from all the players. It's gonna be exciting for the exciting NBA season. What's gonna happen? Is Kawhi healthy? Is Kawhi ready to go? And how will Kyle? And I'm sure everybody's gonna ask a question: how will Kyle Lowry feel about not having DeMar DeRozan in Toronto? And honestly, if I was to give him some pointers, yes, you may be an NBA player, but you have to understand it's about winning, and listen. I can give you guys some lesson about the NBA as a whole. Shaq and Kobe back in the early 2000s, they never got along. They never did. Trust me. You can still win a championship, but you cannot be buddies off the court. It happens. As long as you have the same goal in mind, I'm sure Kawhi has the same goal that he wants to win a championship in Toronto. Same as Kyle Lowry. If these guys just coexist on the court, I suspect we're gonna represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals, and that's what I believe. So I will tell you more about that tomorrow on my next podcast for the Raptors. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is AndersonMark92. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is MarquelAnder23. So thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday. I will see you guys tomorrow on my next podcast.